There's got to be a reason why Tata Motors has sold 6 lakh units of the Tata Punch, and now they are inching closer to 7 lakh units. And that speaks volumes. Almost 7 lakh units since its launch in 2021. That's saying a lot for the small little SUV. It may be a small little SUV, but in terms of all that it's offering, it's a mighty big package.
So we set off from the Conrad in Pune, driving the 1.2-litre turbocharged petrol in Scientific Blue. And the plan was to shift over to the CNG AMT in Caramel in the later part of the day. And yes, the Tata Punch is available in new colours as well: Scientific, Caramel, Bengal Rouge and Coorg Clouds. Take your pick.
And today we're driving the new and updated Punch in Pune, and we're going to tell you everything that you need to know about this newly updated version of Tata Punch. So what does the new updated Punch offer you? Well, for starters, it's got a brand new design language, and it's more in keeping with the other Tata vehicles such as the Nexon as well as the Altras.
The Tata Punch gets a new vertical positioning for the LED headlamps and the LED fog lamps that come with a cornering function. And then there are the new DRLs that look really sharp. The bumper gets a camera in the center and is really exquisitely designed. And lest we forget, the Tata Punch comes with R16s.
There's the old Tata Punch right there in front of me, and I can already see the stark difference, especially in the tailgate. There's a lot that has been changed on the tailgate. In fact, it's a brand new tailgate altogether. And the old TriStar design on the tail lamp has gone. And right now what you get is a connected LED cluster, a coast-to-coast cluster at the rear. And that's more in keeping with the cars of today.
The Tata Punch's iTurbo variant comes with 366 litres of boot space, which is massive enough for you as well as your family's luggage for an entire weekend trip.
So what's new on the interiors of the Tata Punch? Well, there's a 10.25-inch touchscreen that's new.
And just look at how everything's so sleek and how the resolution is so good on this touchscreen.
And there's also a 7-inch instrument cluster right here that is new. It's larger, and the fonts could have been slightly larger in there, but still, it's not bad.
Then there's climate control with just 2 physical toggles. The Tata Punch gets not just a charging pad, but also a 65-watt USB-C charging port, as well as a 12-volt socket, so that all your devices are juiced up at all times. Also, the Tata Punch comes with a 360-degree high-definition surround view system with blind view monitor to ensure that you have a safe drive.
Also, there's a new steering. I like this whole black color on the steering. I'm not particularly fond of the color black, but on this car it's looking really nice. And it's got a flat bottom so that it doesn't interfere when you're turning around in spaces like this one. It's a tight turn, but as you can see, it's done a fine job. Earlier the Tata cars had a problem with the horn, but this one, they seem to have fixed it. Pretty good. And this time around they have also changed the seats. The seats are new. They get a whole new fabric. It's a dual tone fabric. It's a dark grey and a light grey. And the most important part is that they have extended the thigh support, which is actually feeling really comfortable. I'm sure that on long drives this is going
Of course, the Tata Punch comes with doors that open 90 degrees wide, which makes for easy ingress and egress. We also checked out the rear seat.
Now the rear seat is a pretty comfortable place to be in. This seat, the driver's seat, is set to my driving position, and you can still see that I have a lot of knee room over here. There's a lot of headroom as well. The recline angle of the rear seat is very, very good. What you get behind are adjustable headrests, and that makes a world of a difference when you are going on really long journeys. And this new extended thigh support that you see over here, this makes the rear seat even more comfortable. What you also get at the rear is a 15-watt USB-C charger as well as rear AC vents, so that the occupants at the rear are pretty comfortable even in the hot Pune summers. Also, you'll notice that the windows are really nice and big, which means there's a lot of light that will come inside the cabin. Besides, let's not forget that the Punch also comes with a sunroof. It's got 3 engine options and it gets 8 variants. Yes, you heard that right, 8 variants to choose from.
We're driving the 1.2-litre turbocharged petrol engine today. The 1.2-litre turbocharged petrol engine produces a max power of 120 PS as well as a max torque of 170 Newton meters. And it comes mated to a 6-speed manual transmission.
This sure is a punchy engine. It's really powerful, and overtaking in this Punch is a breeze. And the gearbox, really nice. Not at all notchy. The gear shifts are smooth, just the way it ought to be on a small little SUV. This is a great way to spend a Sunday morning, driving an updated SUV and really squeezing every ounce of power out of it, making the most of it. What a fun little SUV it is to drive, and so spirited. Just check this out. Wow, like totally wow. Just look at the way I'm flooring it, and just look at the acceleration. I mean, it should speak for itself. The pickup is fab. It accelerates beautifully. The gear shifts are smooth. The power delivery is linear. What else do you want on an SUV this size? Owners of the new Tata Punch are definitely going to be looking for reasons to take their Punch out. It's such a fun little SUV to drive around. Like, you can actually get a feel of what this little SUV behaves like even on city roads. It's doing a fabulous job, and it's just such a fun little SUV to throw around corners. You know, sometimes small SUVs are so much fun to drive. Sometimes you don't want something that's really big and difficult to park. Sometimes you want a really small SUV that can just nip around corners, and you know, you can just make it a small little runabout for whatever you want to do. And in India, you want something like that with a really good ground clearance, and this Tata Punch comes with a fabulous ground clearance. So that's one worry off your list. Whether it's going to hit something at the bottom, whether it's going to scrape on every speed breaker on our Indian roads, that should be the least of your worries.
Why, you ask? Well, here's why. Tata Punch 2026 is not just bolder, faster, smarter and safer, but it is also capable of negotiating extreme terrains. We put the Tata Punch through the paces, and here's what we discovered. With a 21.4 degree approach angle, a 21.6 degree ramp over angle, a 39.4 degree departure angle, and 193 mm of ground clearance, the Tata Punch has been engineered to ensure that with the right driving skills, you can put this subcompact SUV through different kinds of road surfaces, including some really demanding dirt tracks. And you can rest assured that in most cases, it will not disappoint. And that's not all. We also tested its water wading capabilities.
See that smile on my face? This is a lot of fun. I am mighty pleased with the performance of this updated Punch. Couldn't have asked for anything better. This is definitely something that I would wholeheartedly recommend to buyers to at least check out before they put their money down on something else in the segment. So yeah, overall, the Tata Punch is a punchy little SUV.
Next, it was time to check out India's first SUV with CNG AMT.
And now we are beginning our drive of the CNG AMT. You will have seen that all morning we were driving the iTurbo. And now it's time to check out what this CNG AMT, which is a first in this segment, what this one feels like.
The 2026 Tata Punch CNG pairs a 3-cylinder with twin-cylinder tech to a 1.2-litre Revitron engine, delivering 73.4 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 103 Newton meters at 3,500 RPM, offering a choice of a 5-speed manual or a 5-speed AMT tuned for smooth and practical performance. Inside the CNG AMT, you get factory-fitted safe CNG, along with 210 litres of usable boot space. As you can see, the CNG cylinder has been bolted in securely, ensuring that safety is top priority in Tata cars. Also noteworthy is the fact that Tata Punch CNG AMT gets a direct start in CNG. I have really become a big fan of these different textures over here. It's just like there's so much going on. Everything just feels so different to the touch. Fabulous. This is what the glove box of the Punch looks like. It's pretty deep, not too bad at all. Also this, not too rough, not too smooth, perfect for an SUV in this category. Really well done. All these little details, these little touches of having all of this design, even on the door panels, really well done. It actually feels very good. That's at least the first impression that I'm having. It just drives beautifully. Very refined. Doesn't feel sluggish at all. Actually, I'm beginning to be a little surprised because I really was dreading driving an AMT, but this looks and feels really good. Very smooth, no jerks, which is always a good thing. And as you know, you can also shift into the manual mode by just shifting this gear shift to the left once you need to downshift, and you get that indication right here on the instrument cluster. It will also let you know which gear you're driving in, until and unless it prompts you to shift up or down based on your speed, of course. But the driving impressions of this AMT is really very good. I'm actually quite surprised because I really wasn't expecting it to be this refined. This AMT gearbox just feels really smooth. Doesn't feel scratchy. It doesn't feel lethargic to pull. The car feels really sure-footed,
really nimble. I'm actually having quite a lovely time driving this AMT. I'm sure this is going to be a big hit with a lot of people because it's really going to be saving you a lot of money in terms of it being a CNG unit, and the fact that a lot of people who are desirous of driving a car but can't be bothered with a stick shift, for these people this is a great option. This is really going to be a very good option for all those who want to keep their car costs low and also want to have the pleasure of driving an automatic. What else do you need for a little city runabout? A CNG and an AMT. What else could you ask for? The best thing about the Punch is the fact that it doesn't feel like a hatch. It feels like a proper small SUV. The stance that it has, the road presence, even inside, you just feel like you're seated so high above. The whole Command Max tagline that they've gone with, it just feels like you're seated on something so elevated. You have such great overall visibility. What else do you need in a small SUV? The Punch really feels like a proper small SUV. It is so rugged. You've seen how this can take on all kinds of terrain, how it can wade through water. The fact that they have also offered a CNG option, the fact that there's an iTurbo option for you to choose and have a wild time with. It's rugged. It comes with so many engine options. It's going to be great for your pocket. Tata Motors has really managed to wow us with this CNG AMT. So then should you be buying the Tata Punch in the CNG variant? Well, we'll say yes, go for it. Why? Because this twin cylinder technology paired with this AMT gearbox makes this small little SUV, this subcompact SUV, a terrific buy. It's not only efficient, but it's also convenient. And so friends, we've spent all day with the iTurbo variant as well as the CNG AMT variant of the Tata Punch, and it's been a truly incredible experience driving both of them. I did have my hesitation about what the AMT variant would look like, but it's turned out to be a real gem of a product. There's no doubt about it. The iTurbo, of course, we've seen it in the Altroz, and it's just performed so beautifully there. It's the exact same thing that they've brought onto the Tata Punch now in 2026, this updated avatar. But this CNG AMT variant, wow, just wow. So yes, both the variants get a big double thumbs up from us.